Some of the smartest people I've ever met have been terrible investors. They had advanced degrees, they had deep market knowledge, they had access to great information, and yet their investment results were mediocre at best. Meanwhile, other investors with far less knowledge quietly built significant wealth over time. So, today, we are going to confront an uncomfortable truth. In investing, behavior beats intelligence. Hello, fellow compounders. I'm Chen, CFA charter holder, former hedge fund manager, and chief compounder here at the Always Be Compounding Club. This video is part of the Always Be Compounding Principle Series, a structured system designed to help you build wealth that survives real market cycles. In episode 0, we defined the goal of the ABC system, to protect real purchasing power over time. In episode 1, we covered the first rule that makes that goal possible. Time in the market beats timing the market. Today, in episode 2, we are addressing the biggest reason most investors fail to protect real purchasing power over time, their own behavior. Before we continue, a quick disclaimer. Before we dive in, a quick but important disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial, investment, or tax advice. All takers and examples are hypothetical and for illustration only. I'm sharing general information and examples, not recommendations tailored to you. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Your situation is unique. Always do your own research and consult a qualified financial professional before making any decisions. Now, let's talk about the invisible force that quietly determines most long-term investment outcomes. Segment 1. Why smart people make bad investing decisions. If intelligence guaranteed success in investing, Wall Street would be full of long-term winners. But it's not, because investing is not an exam. It's a psychological endurance test. Markets trigger fear, they trigger greed, they trigger overconfidence, regret, and self-doubt. And intelligence does not protect you from all those emotions. In some cases, it actually makes them worse. Highly intelligent investors often believe they can think their way out of emotional situations. They trust their ability to analyze, rationalize, and optimize. But markets don't really care how smart you are. They don't pause to let you think, and they don't reward clever explanations after the fact. The ABC system starts with a simple premise. The biggest risk in investing is not lack of knowledge. It is loss of discipline. And when behavior breaks, time stops working, and compounding never gets the chance to do its job. So how exactly does behavior break compounding? Segment 2, the 3 behavioral failure points. Most investors do not fail randomly. They fail in predictable moments. Failure point number 1, panic selling. Market falls, headlines get scary, losses feel permanent. So investors sell, not because their plan changed, not because their fundamentals changed, but because their emotions took over. That single decision often locks in losses. It causes investors to miss the recovery and permanently damages purchasing power, often without the investor realizing it until years later. Failure point number 2, performance chasing. After markets recover, investors chase whatever just worked. They buy what is already expensive. They sell what recently disappointed. They buy high, sell low, and then they repeat the cycle, not because they are foolish, but because human behavior is reactive. Failure point number 3, strategy hopping. When results disappoint, investors assume the strategy itself is broken, so they switch, and each switch resets the compounding clock. The ABC system is designed to prevent all 3 of these failure points. Let's look at a real historical example. Segment 3, even geniuses fall victim. The Isaac Newton example. One of the smartest humans who ever lived was Sir Isaac Newton. Remember the guy with the apple? He helped invent calculus. He defined the laws of motion, and yet he lost a significant portion of his wealth in the South Sea bubble in 1720. Newton initially invested early and wisely, but as prices continued rising, he re-entered near the peak. When the bubble collapsed, Newton reportedly said, "I can calculate the motions of the heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." Here is the key insight. Newton did not lack intelligence. He did not lack information. He lacked a system that protected him from his own behavior. The ABC system assumes you are a human and designs around that fact. Segment 4, Why behavior matters more than returns. Here is the simple truth. A portfolio you abandon will always underperform a portfolio you stick with. Not because the abandoned portfolio was bad, but because it was never given enough time to work. The ABC system is not about maximizing theoretical returns. It is not about hitting short-term performance targets. It is not about finding the perfect allocation. It's about staying invested when it's uncomfortable. It's about surviving volatility without reacting. It's about avoiding decisions that feel good in the moment but cause you long-term damage. Because compounding only works if it's allowed to continue. So, how does the ABC system actually protect behavior? Segment 5. Designing portfolios you can live with. The ABC system treats behavior as a primary design constraint, not an afterthought. That means fewer moving parts, less prediction, clear rules, and fewer emotional decisions. A slightly suboptimal portfolio that you can stick with will outperform a brilliant one you abandon. That is not theory, that is reality. Segment 6. Volatility is emotional, not mathematical. Most investors say they understand volatility until it happens. A 20% drawdown does not feel like a number. It feels like failure. It feels like regret. It feels like you did something wrong. The ABC system accepts volatility upfront, so it does not become a surprise later. Because surprise is what triggers panic, and panic is what causes permanent damage. Volatility itself does not destroy compounding. Behavior does. Volatility only becomes dangerous if it triggers behavior that interrupts time in the market. And this is why behavior must come before structure. Always be compounding club. Let's pause here for a moment. If this way of thinking resonates with you, that is exactly what we focus on inside the Always Be Compounding Club. It is a calm community for long-term investors who want durable systems, not hot takes, market predictions, or constant noise. Inside the club, we go deeper into behavioral discipline, portfolio design that survives volatility, and staying invested through real market cycles. You can learn more about our club and join for free using the link in the description below. Segment 7. How principle number 2 fits the ABC system. Principle number 2, the one we're talking about, does not stand alone. It supports principle number 0, which is protect real purchasing power. Principle number 1, time in the market beats timing the market, because compounding only works if you stay invested through full cycles. Without behavioral discipline, time does not help, structure does not matter, and compounding stops. That is why the ABC system starts with behavior before tactics. Takeaways. The real competitive advantage. Your advantage is not intelligence. It is not speed. It is not access. Your advantage is discipline. The ability to stay invested. The ability to do nothing when doing nothing is the correct decision. The ability to resist emotional choices. That is what compounds. In the next episode, we're going to talk about why simplicity beats sophistication and how complexity quietly increases behavioral risk and breaks compounding. If this episode helped you rethink investing, like this video and subscribe to the channel. And remember, the key to building wealth is to always be compounding. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Take care.